Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 17, verse 23. And I believe, if I understand correctly, this is now going beyond the three modes of material nature, because even Satguna is in the material nature. So he's now starting to talk about transcendental. So the level above, that we want to get to Satguna so that we can get to transcendental. So he starts talking about it. So let's call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please help us get to Satguna so that we can get to this transcendental mode, and please help us understand this, because this verse was confusing to me. Okay, let's sing the verse together. Om Tat Saditi Nirdesho Brahmanastrividha Smritaha Brahmanastena Vedascha Yagyascha Vihitaha Pura. What I learned, I did a Sanskrit lesson, my first Sanskrit lesson last week. I'm going to be doing it once every week. It's going to be a slow, long process to learn it, but I'm very, very excited that I've taken the first step. I'm like stupidly excited about it. So anyways, one thing that I learned that's helping me is, like, when you are doing this the two dots on the side, then if, like, here it's taha, so you say taha, but here it's taha, so you say taha. And then if it was like so let's say it was tu, then it would be tuhu. So the ha takes on the vowel of the word that it's used, the vowel that's preceding it. So interesting. Okay. Anyway, so what the verse means is, from the beginning of creation, the three words Om Tat Sat were used to indicate the supreme absolute truth. So he's saying that these three words Om Tat Sat are indicating the supreme absolute truth, which is transcendental. These three symbolic representations were used by Brahmanas while chanting the hymns of Vedas and during sacrifices for the satisfaction of the supreme. So he explains it here. I didn't fully understand. I didn't maybe read it with as much intention and patience. But when they're aimed, when we're basically all these modes, sacrifice, penance, austerity, basically sacrifice, charity, and foods are divided into all of these modes. But whether first class, they're all conditioned, they're all material modes, and they're contaminated. When they're aimed at the supreme Om Tat Sat, then they become a means for spiritual elevation. So that part makes sense, and this he explained, and I think that's what he explains here as well. That the mode of goodness is good, and yet it's also within the realm of Maya, and we should not get attached to it. It is a stepping stone to reach the transcendental platforms. And in this verse, Bhagwan Shri Krishna goes beyond the three gunas, and he explains the significance of these words. So let's see what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. Listen to the explanation. Austerities, yajna, charity, and food, all these are under the threefold categories of sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. The shraddha which is shown while engaged in these activities, which are under the modes of nature, even if it is superior, medium, or inferior, is still connected to the modes, which is thus useless. When all these activities are performed with nirgun shraddha, which means the shraddha which is aimed towards bhakti, then they become useful for achieving fearlessness in the form of purifying the consciousness. Through the Shastra, there is advice to perform one's activity with the supreme Shraddha. Om Tat Sat is observed in the Shastras as that these three conditions indicate Brahman. Along with this indication of Brahman, the Brahmanas, Vedas, and Yagyas are prescribed. Shraddha that one adopts, which abandons the injunctions of the Shastras, is within the modes of nature. It indicates the opposite of Brahman and awards the results of material desires. The superior Shraddha is prescribed in the Shastras. Your doubts in relation to Shastra and Shraddha have only arisen due to lack of discrimination. I didn't fully understand that, but I'm not in a very patient mode. I'm like a very present mode right now. So, anyways, wish you a day filled with lots and lots and lots of Krishna's mercy and spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.